Balikatan Exercise 2025, ating pag-uusapan kasama si Brigadier General Micheal Logico, Assistant Exercise Director at tagapagsalita ng Balikatan 2025, at si Colonel Doug Krugman ng U.S. Marine Corps. Good afternoon, magandang tanghali, gentlemen.
Good afternoon. Magandang tanghali.
Either one of you can answer. So what is the objective of this year's Balikatan exercises, and how will this be different from the previous exercises?
Well, Exercise Balikatan is one of the lines of effort of the Mutual Defense Board Security Engagement Board. It is in keeping with our treaty obligations with our allies, the United States. So every year we conduct Balikatan exercises to foster interoperability between our two armed forces. So it is both a joint exercise because we're exercising all the major branches of service, the Army, the Navy, and the Air Force. And we're also going to do it together with the United States Armed Forces.
And for us, it's a great opportunity to not only support our longtime treaty allies in the Philippines, but also to see new places, see new things, and enjoy new cultures. I know the many Marines, soldiers, sailors here to execute the exercise are very excited to be here and very grateful for your hospitality.
This is principally exercises between the Philippines and the United States, but I understand there are other countries participating as well.
That is correct. We also have the participation of the JSDF, the Japanese Self-Defense Force, and the Australian Defense Force. Aside from those two major nations, we also have some degrees of participation also of the United Kingdom and also of Canada. And we are growing. And so we also have 19 international observers who will take part of the International Observers Program. So the exercise is multilateral in everything except by name. So we are practically a bilateral exercise that has expanded.
How many troops are participating and what areas will the exercise cover?
Okay, so we are looking at 14,000 officially, but there are other factors that are also involved. So among those 14,000, we also have to consider the supporting personnel also. So they also have civilian employees who are civilian people who are actually taking part in supporting roles, and also goes the same with the additional complements from the Australian Defense Force and the Japanese Self-Defense Force. So we're not yet counting that into our total strength. As to the locations, we are operating and exercising in areas in Northern Zone and the islands in the Batanes area, to include the regions of Palawan and western portion of Philippine waters.
What are the highlights or the key activities of the exercise this year?
Well, I think the key activities that is of most interest to the military professionals is the combined command post exercise, the command and control, the ensuring our senior headquarters are prepared to conduct and oversee operations across a wide scale. What might be more interesting for the people would probably be the combined joint all domains operations events. We're doing 2 exercises in securing key maritime terrain. We're going to do 2 coastal defense live fire exercises, 1 integrated air and missile defense live fire, which I think we're very excited about this year, and finally 1 maritime strike exercise where we use the combined strength of our forces against a target ship in Philippines territorial waters.
What are the new or notable systems that are being used in this year's exercise?
Well, the systems that we are going to employ are those that will enhance our interoperability. So we are, as I mentioned, these are joint exercises that will involve the ground, the air, and the maritime components together with special operations. We are also doing exercises not only in the physical domain, but also in the non-physical domain, information subsystems, and also cyberspace. So these are not only physically demanding, but also they are also taking into consideration yung mga non-physical domains as well.
I understand that among the systems that will be used here are the Nemesis missile system and HIMARS. So Why will these be used in the exercises? And are we preparing for, I think you mentioned it, are we preparing for specific scenarios? That's why we're using this?
Well, for the Nemesis, or the Navy Marine Expeditionary Ship Interdiction System, I think it's in the exercise because the purpose of the exercise is to ensure we're advancing our capabilities. The Armed Forces of the Philippines has recently acquired the BrahMos Coastal Defense Cruise Missile System, and the Nemesis is a similar capability. So as we're working to ensure our interoperability, I think it's natural that we would bring a like capability to exercise alongside the Armed Forces of the Philippines.
So I agree, because we are also looking at the capabilities that we do not have, we did not have before. So with the presence of the Nemesis, we are also intending to train that in conjunction with the BrahMos, with our BrahMos system. These are capabilities that will expand our reach beyond our territorial waters.
Can you tell us the importance and role of the partner and observer countries in this year's exercise?
Yes, absolutely. You know, when we host international observers to observe Balikatan, we are normally dealing with senior officers from those countries, so that they can also advance our messaging throughout not only the region but also throughout the globe. That the exercise itself is not just about training, it's not just about preparing ourselves, but it's also intended to maintain balance within the region and to promote peace in the region.
Maybe to wrap up the discussion, maybe we can get a message from each of you, especially to those who have qualms or doubts about the exercise and what it actually is, or what it means for the Philippines and the partner countries, especially with the United States.
I would just say, for those who have qualms about the exercise, we are here training alongside the Armed Forces of the Philippines at the invitation of your president and your people to ensure we are capable of meeting our treaty obligations to defend the Philippines. And if anyone has concerns about two armed forces working together for defensive purposes, I would question the motivations of those people and why they would worry about somebody defending themselves.
Yes, absolutely. When you train together, we're actually trying to enhance our combat readiness and also our interoperability for whatever situation that we can prepare for. The Armed Forces of the Philippines is mandated to protect the sovereignty of the state and the integrity of the national territory. Given that as our mandate, it is also inherent in that task that we have to train to meet that high level of proficiency for us to execute that mandate. And one of the instruments that we have to train for that eventuality is Balikatan exercise. So we are taking every opportunity that we can so that your Armed Forces of the Philippines is ready to serve the nation. Thank you.
All right, maraming salamat po sa inyong oras. Thank you very much, Colonel Krugman, General Logico, at ang tagapagsalita ng Balikatan 2025 at taga-US Marine Corps naman si Colonel Krugman. Thank you very much, gentlemen.
Maraming salamat.
Thank you.